Well, welcome. Could you perhaps introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Zsolt Bugarski. I'm coming from Budapest, Hungary, and I'm working at the ELTE University of Science and the Faculty of Social Sciences. I'm a social worker, and my main field is mental health, dealing with community mental health services, how to help people to maintain their life within the community instead of being hospitalized in large institutions or mental health hospitals.
And you are participating in this research project. What is your expectation of the results of the research, and how are you going to use it in your country?
The topic of this research is very relevant for us. My country is experiencing a transition from very institutional-based, medicalized mental health services to community-based, recovery-oriented models. But it's a very small process because things in Eastern Europe are going very slowly. But the issue is very relevant, and these 4 cities involved into this program are very relevant to us, because Estonia, Tallinn, similar background, having very similar economical situation as Hungary, and of course Holland is a good example of you guys here have quite a developed community as default, you know, and all the community-based services have an advantage here because you have a quite good linkage to the community and connecting people with the existing communities. So what I can see that when we are talking about community-based services in my country, we can't only talk about the professional context of that. So talking about opening daycare centers or running case management programs, visiting users at their apartments and helping them how to maintain an independent life in the community. We also have to work on the community because we don't really have this feature in the country. To be honest, a little bit, we even have to clarify and explain the meaning of the community. Does it have any meaning in Hungary? Just today I heard that here in Maastricht there are so-called neighborhood councils.
Yes.
This is a term I never heard before. We don't have something like that. We have a political body called the local government, and in a way they are not the representatives of the community, but they're authorities. You know, it's a bit like an empire where people are ruled and not people are managing themselves. So what are we talking about then? That's why we are surprised that majority of the mental health patients are institutionalized and living in a regime, if the entire country is living in a regime, in spite of the fact that on the surface we think that we have a democracy as a society. So very interesting, these topics are very related.
Yeah.
And
so you have to work with the clients, but also with the community to get the mix.
Exactly. And these are the examples we would like to, in a way, translate to our cultural context and making something similar which may work in Hungary. Yes. Because the direction, I think, is the same. It's just the speed is a question all the time, and if we have a mutual understanding about this, I mean, in Hungary, for example, about the term of community and about the citizenship, participation, very valid existing questions.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome.